Where were you when you heard the news? It's hard to believe that tomorrow marks 12 years since Michael Jackson died.
Amazing. It's in New York, crossing the George Washington Bridge. I'll never forget that moment when I first heard that he died. It was on June 25th, 2009 when we lost the King of Pop. This morning we are remembering the impact of his music. BNC's Brittany Jones takes a look at his history-making career.
In the spotlight today, Michael Joseph Jackson, born on August 29, 1958 in Gary, Indiana. Known worldwide as the King of Pop, he was a great dancer, songwriter, and singer of pop music. His songs even include hard rock, rhythm and blues, disco, and dance. He was the son of Joe Jackson, a guitarist who gave up his musical aspirations following his marriage to Michael's mother, Katherine Jackson. Together, they helped to promote the growing family's musical interests at home. Michael began his musical career with his brothers in the group affectionately known as the Jackson 5. But his greatest success came after beginning his solo career in 1971 with his album, Got to Be There. MJ's single, Ben, topping the charts after meeting Quincy Jones. Then he became known as the King of Pop with the 1979 album Off the Wall. This album would eventually give the new pop idol 5 consecutive hit singles with songs like Rock With You and Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. 3 years later, in 1982, no doubt, Thriller became his greatest musical success with millions sold worldwide. It enshrines him as the greatest pop star, in addition to him holding the title of best-selling album in the history of music. In 1987, he released Bad, another smash hit. MJ released the album Dangerous in 1991. This was shortly before his first marriage to Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of Elvis Presley. 1996, he married Debbie Rowe. The two had 2 children, Michael Joseph Jackson Jr. and Paris Michael Catherine Jackson. In 2000, Michael Jackson entered the Guinness Book of World Records for his support of 39 charities, more than any other star. In 2001, a month after the birth of his 3rd son, Prince Michael Jackson, Invincible became one of his greatest commercial successes. In 2009, the King of Pop had hoped to perform his last concerts in England, but unfortunately, on June 25th, he went into cardiac arrest at his Holmby Hills mansion. He died at the age of 50. And while his last years were sometimes surrounded by controversy, there was never any question about the musical legacy he left behind.
Michael.
Yeah, that last line says it all. You could say a lot, and a lot has been said about the King of Pop, but boy, the music, the vision, the art, there's been no match even today. I was an anchor in Cleveland when the news crossed, but remember, might have been so many rumors and outlandish things said about MJ along the way that A, shock, and then B, the confirmation came so quickly, and it might have been TMZ who had it first, and then the networks.
Yeah, it was.
These are the times we live in, picked up on it, and fans immediately poured into the streets and the hospital where he was reportedly taken. But I remember that impact, and I was actually sitting next to someone who didn't get it and wanted to just do the news and move on. But of course, those songs and Michael, it chronicled so much of our lives. We needed to just blow everything else out and talk about the impact that he made on so many.
A huge impact. 12 years ago, TMZ was the first reporter. And remember, TMZ at that time wasn't what TMZ is as far as the credibility is concerned. So you're thinking, like, is it true? I remember, like I said, I was on the George Washington Bridge in New York. I remember hearing it on the radio, and I'm calling around trying to find out, is it true? Is it true? And then when it was finally confirmed, I mean, like I always say, sometimes when you have an entertainer of his caliber leave you or die, it feels like you lost a family member. But you're right, his impact was huge. We call him the King of Pop, but there has never been a more universally revered and loved entertainer, a better entertainer overall than Michael Jackson. I mean, young, old, rich, poor, You can be in Germany, you could be in Russia, you could be in Japan, here in the United States. Everybody loved Michael Jackson and what he brought to the table when it came to entertaining. When the biggest stars in this world revere Michael Jackson, that lets you know the kind of impact that he had in the entertainment world. So yeah, we can call him the king of pop. He was the king of entertainment, in my opinion, and I don't see anybody ever coming close to him anytime soon. Yeah. Well, anyway, our next guest, he's an innovator. He's an entrepreneur. He's an author. He's coordinated albums for artists like TLC, Boyz II Men, Madonna, and the man, of course, we are remembering today, the king of pop, the greatest entertainer ever, Michael Jackson. Julian Wright joins us now on Start Your Day to discuss the life and legacy of MJ. Julian, thank you so much for being here this morning to talk about Michael Jackson. Of course, you work with him. You know him. Can you put into words, we just tried to do that, the impact that he not necessarily just had on music, but just on the world itself?
Yeah, first, I just want to say prayers to the folks in Miami. That's a devastating situation happening there. So my heart goes out to them. As far as Michael and his talent, who he was, as you said, Mike, there's no one who will ever probably reach that level of showmanship, that level of dedication. But I think what a lot of people need to know is the amount of hard work that he put into everything that he did, whether it was just a finger point at the end of a move. I mean, everything was crisp. Everything was sharp.
Precision.
This man was a perfectionist on and off the stage. So I think today that's lost. You know, I don't think you see the level of dedication to the craft put into artist performances that you had when Michael was around. And also, you know, he's part of that bridge from an older form of music to a more modern form of music, and he just really modernized so many things and was just a great sponge. But he could take anything and make it his, and also take it to another level. And I think that's the magic of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that magic lives on, and it's funny because when you think about it, he's still the gold standard, isn't he? He really is still the one that so many young acts point to. But that perfection, Julian, it took its toll. He was in pain a lot of times. He pushed himself to the limit. Where were you when you learned of his death, June 25th, 2009?
Yeah, I was actually here in D.C. In the house when I heard about it, and of course I couldn't believe it. You know, I thought it was probably a rumor. Didn't make a lot of sense, and you know, obviously he wasn't an old man, so it wasn't something that, you know, would have been expected at the time. Not to mention that he was preparing for you know, this huge tour, so it was definitely just devastating, and something that I did not expect would ever happen, you know, especially so early.
Yeah, he went through some things, let's be honest. And a lot of things, it came out in the media and the press, and he went through court cases and all that type of stuff. We're going to honor him today and respect him today. But when you hear certain things about Michael Jackson, does anything make your blood boil, having known him the way you do? Is there anything that's been misunderstood about Michael Jackson that you'd like to clear up?
I mean, there are tons of things that are always, you know, that make your blood boil. And, you know, anytime there's a powerful machine that just kind of wants to push a narrative, that's kind of the thing that ends up being frustrating, especially when you have someone who, you know, went through probably some of the most, you know, invasive, you know, times in his life, and no one found anything. You know, so these are the sorts of things where it's just frustrating that those narratives follow him when there are other narratives that you rarely hear about, such as, his business acumen. Many people don't realize how smart he was, how much of a genius he was, just in his music catalog and what he owned. In effect, if he were still alive today, he in effect would own 25% of all of basically the popular music publishing in the world, because he owned half of Sony ATV. And right now you really have Sony and Universal Music Publishing, which are the two largest music publishers, and he owned 50% of that. That's just staggering.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that fact, but he controlled one of the largest assets in the world as an individual.
And that took a tremendous amount of foresight, very incredibly gifted, but also very smart man.
Yeah.
And ironically, after being dogged so much by the press and even turned into a character that overshadowed so much of his beautiful music, I remember June 25th, 2009 as being the one day that the jokes stopped. Yes. And I want to know from you, after collaborating with such huge artists, TLC, Boys to Men, Madonna, other big timers, what set Michael Jackson apart? Because he has, to this day, no equal.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I mean, this was a time, and you guys are in Atlanta. I was Dallas Austin's production coordinator. We were, you know, he was by far the hottest producer in the world. So we worked with everybody at that time, and we were all young. But when you deal with someone of that magnitude, it's, you know, number one, you grow up on that person. You know, you've grown up seeing this person, and this is someone that is just beyond, you know, fathoming that you would ever, you know, see this person, let alone be able to work with that person. So it's just one of those really surreal times. It's even surreal now when I even just look at the plaque from, you know, the History album, which is the one that we worked on. It's just surreal to even think that, you know, we're part of that project, let alone, you know, working with this person. But I'll tell you something interesting about Michael. Michael had his ear to, you know, listen to everything. And when I mean everything, he listened to everything. There was a point in time when Dallas was working with him, and he brought up a song by rapper Heather B. She had a song called All Glocks Down at that time, and he was like, "Oh, I like the bass line to that All Glocks Down song." And like Dallas was like, "What? Like, how do you even know this? Like, how have you heard this Heather B song? It's so obscure." But he literally listened to everything and absorbed everything. This man was just incredible.
Yeah,
running out of time, but you know, it's so great. I'm sorry. It's so great to have that on your resume, to be able to say that you worked with the King of Pop, the greatest entertainer of all time. Before we let you go, though, besides his music, is there one thing, or is there anything that when you go through it, you feel it, you see it, it reminds you of Michael?
Ooh, wow. Probably at this point, because I also manage TJ Jackson, who will be coming up and speaking with you all. I do have the pleasure of being around, you know, parts of the Jackson family, and it's an honor and a privilege just to have transitioned even from, you know, working in the business, having been able to work with him to being around the family now. So I would just kind of say just that matriculation and the honor of even sitting here with you, Mike and Sharon, and having my name associated with them. That's just incredible.
You're gifted yourself, and thank you. Thank you for sharing that, because he left us too soon. But thank God we still have the music, Julian. Thank you.
Have the music.
And the memories.
Thank you for joining us.